And we are recording.
Okay, great. Thanks, Zach. Let's see. Mr. McNulty, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. You've been called in for an administrative conference due to the fact that we've been having compliance issues that have been ongoing at your facility. We have Shannon Franklin on the call. She's the manager for the food inspection program. Greg Opendoor is the supervisor for the South Territory. Monica Roth, you probably are familiar with. She is your inspector. We also on the call have Jill Allen, who manages our administrative support, and a couple of other people that are assisting in facilitating the meeting from the health department. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said hello.
So typically the way that the administrative hearings go is that we allow your inspector to give a summary of the issues that they've been having at your facility. And then we give you an opportunity to have some conversation with us about how you're going to correct these issues moving forward.
Very well.
Okay. So Monica, can you please give us a summary of the issues that you've been seeing at the Jimmy John's?
Okay, so I did a routine inspection on November 23rd, and at that time we did not have the hepatitis A vaccination records available. So I did 3 follow-ups, and during that time we have not gotten any more vaccination records available. So we still have the same number of vaccinations available now that we had the 23rd of November. There hasn't been any progress in getting those to me. And the manager, I don't feel like he's taken me seriously, because he wrote up a fake schedule and tried to pretend that he had let everybody go that didn't have their records. But I know that that was not true, because I asked everyone that was working what their names were, and none of those people that were working had their shot records available. So we really need to get those records and bring them in. I don't understand why it's been such a problem.
This is my chance to respond. I don't want to go out of order.
Yes, please go ahead.
Monica, my name is Randy. I'm the owner. We operate 17 Jimmy John's in the St. Louis metro area. I'm humiliated that this happened. You know, I don't have an excuse other than it should never have happened, and it's being rectified now. And honestly, if I could afford to replace that manager this time, I definitely would. However, with the current conditions, I'm gonna make him stick, but he definitely won't have this problem again. I don't know what else to say. I know that my regional manager, my area manager, did not realize that this had taken place. They are all on board on getting this fixed. I just got an update. We are 2/3 of the way of realistic people who actually work for us, being you know, given the what do you call it, the records. The records, I'm sorry. So and we've actually, you know, said, hey, we'll, you know, get it to us by Friday of this week, and, you know, we'll actually reimburse them a good portion of the cost for that. So you know, we're working on it diligently, and suspect this not to happen you know, again.
Okay, and I did tell your manager that we do offer hepatitis A vaccinations at the health department. Our charge is $45. You don't have to use us, but it may save a few dollars compared to some of the drugstores.
Sure, absolutely. And I was on a side note, not to get off balance, but I really, I wonder if there's a way, and this has probably been an ongoing issue, but the one of the problems is I don't see all my reports, and if I would have been able to see this, I would have been. And I'm not trying to push the blame, but we actually trying to figure out how we got the 3 visits, and we didn't know because the manager, decided that that wasn't an important thing.
Yeah,
But if,
the only contact information that I have is the manager's email.
right,
So if you'd like to give me your email or any other email that you would like, I can start copying you on the inspection reports. That's not a problem.
yeah, and I will definitely do that. And Monica, I think I have your. I don't want to switch screens here. I believe the email came from you, so I will send that to you and get it from you, or give you my information, obviously. Um, but is there a way to get all of the St. Louis County inspectors, a way to have them email me the reports instead of it going to store level?
If you could send us a list of the facilities that you're in charge of, then
Okay.
we can try to make that happen.
And who would I send?
Typically we assume that the person in charge is going to share the inspection information and any correspondence that we have with the facility with regional managers and owners.
Right, and they sure do on the positive things, but nobody wants to share bad news, and I guess they just suspect it's going to go away, but it doesn't. So
Sure.
I don't know if you have my email, but it is mroth@stlewiscountymo.gov.
I sent you his email, so you'll be able
Okay,
to.
all right.
Yeah.
okay, perfect. stlcountyhealth.gov.
St. Louis County mo.gov.
So stlewiscountymo.gov.
And Raina, you can get that off the email that I sent you.
Yeah,
Shannon
I
Franklin.
figured as
So
much.
it's the same for everybody. They have the same
Okay.
last part.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said, if you would like to, I'm sure that me or my regional manager would love to meet with you at your, if you have another visit and you want to give us another chance, we'd appreciate it. And we plan to have much better results for you the next time, and within the next week and a half.
Sure, and we will want to do a follow-up visit to make sure
Absolutely.
that all of the records are in order. And I also did want to let you know that because we are at this stage of enforcement with your facility, if we do come out and this is a violation again, we would have to move to close you, and we would recommend closure to the department director. And if you are closed because of noncompliance, then you would be closed for 60 days and you would have to reapply for the permit at that point. So we do take this very seriously, and just wanted to make sure that you have an understanding of where we are with enforcement on this issue.
Understood.
So when do you think you would be able to have all of the records in order so that Monica can do a follow-up visit?
Hold on, let me pull trying to look at my schedule. Well, what can I have? I mean, can I have till like the 17th that week, from 17 to 21?
Yeah, I think that the week of the 17th would be appropriate.
Okay.
Is there
Okay.
a day that week that works better for you than another day?
You know what? We'll work around you. We are pretty embarrassed about the whole thing. So whatever you want to do, we'll be there. You tell us.
Well, it looks like the 17th is Martin Luther King Day. Apologize, my dog's barking in the background. But Martin Luther King Day, we're closed, but the rest of that week, for me, it's pretty open. So maybe we could do the 18th
Okay. And did you have a time or just or a roundabout?
Sorry, the 18th I have a training, but the 19th, which is that Wednesday, we could do that. Do you want to do like 11 o'clock?
That's perfect.
Okay, I'll plan on being here on the 19th at 11 o'clock, and we'll have the hepatitis A vaccination records for all employees at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
And Monica, I have a question. So, the debris buildup in the walk-in cooler and the ice buildup in the walk-in freezer, has that been corrected?
No, it has not.
I think we need to address that as well.
Ice
Any
in the
other?
freezer and the debris in the cooler.
Yeah, Imani, you want to speak to that?
Yes, there is some kind of a maintenance problem in your walk-in cooler to where water is leaking in the freezer, not the cooler, the freezer, I'm sorry. So there's quite a bit of ice buildup in that walk-in freezer. So we need to have like a maintenance person come out and, fix the root issue and then clean up the ice buildup that's in there. Because we don't want, ice buildup is not clean water. So we don't want that to contaminate the food. Also, there's just some cleaning issues that need to be taken care of. The bottom of the reach-in coolers need to be wiped out. The floor of the walk-in cooler needs to be swept and mopped. Also, there's some mold-like substance behind the ice chute in the lobby on the soda machine. And also one of your cutting boards on the sandwich station needs to be either resurfaced or replaced. And I can email you a copy of this routine inspection that has all of that listed if you'd like.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, does anyone have any additional issues or concerns that they would like to bring up at this point?
I have one other question. When you say that non-compliance, it was in 60 days. So if there's a non-compliance within, no, that's not it. How long does this stage of enforcement last?
So we would expect you to have lasting compliance with this issue moving forward.
Okay, but I mean, I appreciate that, but say I have, 2 out of compliance employees in the next year. I mean, is that an automatic shutdown?
Those two
I mean,
employees would be taken off the schedule, and then they wouldn't be allowed to work until they got their records. The problem that we're having now is there's so many employees that don't have their records that you can't run the business with just the people that have their records.
I understand that, yes. And like I said, moving forward, I apologize for the situation we're in.
right. So there are methods for you, to stay in compliance, even if you have employees that have not submitted the record. As Monica stated, you can take them off of the schedule until they, are able to bring those in. But, right now we're not getting that level of compliance.
Understood. And for that, I apologize. That is not acceptable.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Okay, great. Monica will come out and do a follow-up inspection to ensure compliance, and we trust that you'll be in compliance moving forward with this code section. And so at this time, that concludes the administrative conference, and thank you for attending.
Thank you. And sorry for the delay on that getting here.
No worries.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And recording.
Perfect.